Hey guys, it's Trevor Ling with Peak Potential Physiotherapy and Wellness coming to you live. I wanted to follow up our blog post that we posted on Monday. It was about the success for 7 steps to be successful in the gym this year or to stay safe. So I wanted to follow up with that. Wanted to see if y'all had any questions with that, and also to expand upon it just a little bit. Again, this is Trevor with Peak Potential Physiotherapy and Wellness. I've been working in the healthcare field now for over 14 years now, both as a physical therapist and as an athletic trainer. So it is the beginning of the year, and Happy New Year to everyone. So the gyms are going to be pretty full for the next month, and the people who stick with it are the ones who are going to be hanging around. Obviously, we know that the attendance in gyms dramatically decreases after the month of January. So keep up with it if you are in the gym. I'm going to go over our 7 steps to stay safe in the gym, and then expand on a few of them. So please let me know if you have any questions. You can always comment. I'm also going to put a link back underneath the video that y'all can go to and read about it on our blog. So the first step is to dress for success. I'll explain that a little bit more. 2 is to always warm up. 3 is to progress slowly. 4, stay hydrated. 5, move slowly and controlled. 6 is get help, and 7 is to listen to your body. So all those are well and good and are expanded upon a lot in our blog. So what I wanted to explain is just a little bit more about a few of those. Obviously, dress for success depends on what your motivation is for being at the gym, but you obviously want to dress in comfortable clothing. Big thing is shoe wear. Obviously, it needs to be tennis shoe or cross trainer, something closed-toed. If it's something you've had for longer than about 6 months, it is going to be good for you to invest in a new pair of shoes. Obviously, comfortable clothing, and we talk about water in a little bit, so always have your water bottle available. As far as a warm-up, people always ask, well, should I warm up? Should I cool down? What's been out recently and what I've been teaching our clients and the athletes that we've been seeing is that prior to a workout, what is best is what's called dynamic warm-up. And if you haven't heard of this, it's not ballistic warm-up, it's not, which is kind of the bouncing that you might have done back in the day in gym class, going down 1, 2, 3 real fast. A dynamic warm-up is a controlled movement of your body to prepare that muscle to do work. So it's not necessarily what we call a static stretch to increase flexibility, but it is a preparation of the body to do the work that you're going to ask it to do. So you could probably look up dynamic stretching. If you have questions about it, we can always review that in a later live episode. I could go through that. We go through a quick dynamic warm-up with everyone for your hamstrings, your quads, calves, and hips. So there's a lot of different ones you can do for lower body. There are some with the upper body that we incorporate into that little routine. As far as the cool down is important because, one, it brings your heart rate down, allows you to relax after the workout, and then also this is where you can actually work on your flexibility. So you want to make sure that you do your static stretching after your workout. So that is a low load, long duration. What that means is a longer hold on your stretches, which a lot of people don't realize. You have to hold for at least 30 seconds. You can hold longer, but not shorter. And so it's not that you have to do 3, 4 for 30 seconds. Do one good one. And then that will actually help increase the flexibility of the muscle. Everyone remembers back in the day when you're playing, you circle up, everyone stretches for 10 seconds and you move on. That's not going to increase your flexibility. To increase your flexibility, you actually need to hold that stretch for at least 30 seconds or even longer. As far as progress slowly, it's on the blog, but the big tip is to don't jump in the deep end. Don't go and try to lift what you did in high school just because you remember that's, I used to be able to bench 225 back in the day, so I'm going to try to do it again. The fourth one with staying hydrated, that's something that I preach to everyone that comes in here, because I think our country is in a state, or probably a lot of people are in a state of dehydration. The rule of thumb for staying hydrated, you take your body weight, divide it in half, and then that is the amount of ounces you should be drinking per day. And that's just to keep your body hydrated. The body is 70% water. We need to replenish that. And especially if you started a workout routine where you're sweating, which is where you're going to lose that water intake, you need to hydrate even more. So to make my math a little bit easy, if someone weighs 200 pounds, you divide that in half, that's 100. You should be drinking 100 ounces of water a day. For the average person, that's not far off of the whole 8 glasses or so, but obviously bigger people need more water, smaller people need less water. But your body's ability to heal, to get stronger, and to adapt to your new habit of working out, it needs the water to do that. The next one is to move slow and controlled. That's just to have good form. A lot of people just kind of jump into a workout routine and do what they've done before, or they're trying to mimic what someone else is doing in the gym, and everyone's different. So depending on what your goals are, you need to obviously have good control and move slowly so you get the right muscle contraction. And then also breathing is a big thing. You breathe out on an exertion. So let's say you're doing a bicep curl, you breathe out when you're curling up and in on the way down. And it goes for anything. The exertion is when you want to breathe out, and the relaxation is when you want to breathe in. What kind of dovetails off this is the sixth one is getting help. If you don't know, if you don't know what the proper exercise to do is, talk to a trainer, go to the gym with a friend who's done it before and can kind of show you. Or you can also, people don't know that you can contact a physical therapist and you can come in for an evaluation. We have medically guided personal training. We also have several personal trainers in the Collierville area that we recommend. Some work here in-house with us, some work at different gyms too. But don't be afraid to ask for help. I think the only dumb question is a question that's not asked. So it's better to ask and to be confident in what you're doing than to get hurt. And then we see that as well. We don't want you to get hurt. And that comes to the 7th point, which is to listen to your body. There's a fine line between pushing your limits and pushing past your limits. People always talk to me when they're in here because we do a lot of manual therapy and loosening up joints and nerves, the whole no pain, no gain scenario. In a physical therapy setting, that is not the case. But in a training setting, no pain, no gain could be a good thing, because that is, the pain is actually, or soreness, I wouldn't say pain. There's a difference between pain and soreness. The soreness is the breakdown of the muscle. And you actually have to break down that muscle fiber in order to make it stronger, which is what people's goals are. You want to break down the muscle, create the soreness, and then that builds the muscle up stronger. That's also called delayed onset muscle soreness, and should only last between 24 and 48 hours after you do a workout. It also feels better when you work out after that. So let's say it is a day to lift, and the next day you're sore and you're supposed to go in and do cardio or something like that. You'll feel better to actually move, because it's going to move some of that soreness out of the muscles and you're going to feel better. And then going through your static stretching, which you know about previously, when you're doing your cool down, that's going to help you feel better as well. But if there's something that's limiting you and it is really, it's pain, not soreness, that's when you want to back off or just do some cardio, and might want to get in and talk to a physical therapist about why you're feeling pain and not just the muscle soreness. That's normal. So I hope that helps, and that you stick with your goal of being more healthy, happy, and active in 2017. Again, if you have questions, please post them below. You can email us, comment on our Facebook page. We check that all the time and be more than happy to get back to y'all in regards to anything. Thank you.